The intricate connection between spirituality and the soul has captivated the human mind across cultures and epochs. Rooted in ancient wisdom and perpetuated through religious and philosophical traditions, the discourse surrounding these two concepts unveils a profound interdependence that shapes the essence of human existence. Spirituality, a term encompassing a diverse spectrum of beliefs and practices, denotes the quest for transcendent meaning and connection. It extends beyond the boundaries of organized religions, embracing both the communal and individualized pursuit of understanding life's mysteries. The soul, on the other hand, is a concept deeply ingrained in religious and philosophical traditions. It is considered the eternal, immaterial essence that encapsulates an individual's consciousness, identity, and core values. The soul is believed to persist beyond the physical body, carrying the imprints of experiences and character. Across ancient wisdom traditions, the nexus between spirituality and the soul is foundational. In Hinduism, the concept of Atman signifies the individual soul's connection to the universal divine. Meanwhile, in ancient Greek philosophy, Plato's portrayal of the soul as an unchanging essence has left an indelible mark on Western thought. In the Abrahamic religions of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, the soul is viewed as a divine endowment, a repository of potential for spiritual growth and salvation. Spiritual practices within these traditions, such as prayer and meditation, serve as pathways to nourish and elevate the soul. The intentional engagement in these practices is believed to foster a harmonious relationship between an individual's spirituality and the state of their soul. Contemporary perspectives, particularly in psychology, have begun to explore the intersection of spirituality and the soul. Transpersonal psychology delves into the dimensions of human consciousness that extend beyond the individual ego, acknowledging the significance of spiritual experiences in shaping one's understanding of self and the world. The interplay between spirituality and the soul becomes evident in the transformative nature of spiritual practices. Meditation, prayer, contemplation, and rituals serve as conduits for individuals to connect with the divine and nurture the deeper dimensions of their being. These intentional engagements are thought to cultivate spiritual awareness, fostering a harmonious relationship between one's spirituality and the condition of their soul. Transformation and spiritual awakening mark significant points in this interwoven journey. Whether through sudden revelations or gradual unfoldings, spiritual experiences are perceived as catalysts for profound shifts in consciousness. These transformative moments impact the soul, leading to an enhanced understanding of purpose, a deepened sense of compassion, and a heightened awareness of the interconnectedness of all existence. Spirituality, a quest for transcendence. Spirituality, as a concept, transcends the boundaries of religious doctrines, encapsulating a multifaceted quest for transcendent meaning and connection. It is an endeavor to reach beyond the tangible, the measurable, and the mundane, stretching into the realms of the unseen and the divine. Rooted in diverse belief systems and practices, spirituality becomes the vessel through which individuals seek to understand the mysteries of life and their place within the cosmos. The soul, an immaterial essence. Conversely, the soul emerges as the enigmatic essence that lies at the heart of human identity. This immaterial core, deeply ingrained in religious and philosophical traditions, is often considered the locus of consciousness and the repository of individuality. The soul, eternal and unchanging, is thought to persist beyond the temporal confines of the physical body, carrying with it the accumulated experiences, choices, and character of an individual across the expanse of existence. Ancient wisdom and foundational concepts. The connection between spirituality and the soul finds its roots in ancient wisdom traditions that have shaped the philosophical landscape of civilizations. In Hinduism, the concept of Atman underscores the inseparable link between the individual soul and the universal divine, portraying a profound interconnectedness that transcends individuality. Meanwhile, in ancient Greek philosophy, Plato's vision of the soul as an eternal and unchanging essence has reverberated through the corridors of Western thought, leaving an enduring mark on inquiries into the nature of the self. Abrahamic religions and divine endowment. Within the Abrahamic religions of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, the soul takes on a divine dimension. It is perceived as a sacred endowment, a gift from the Creator that carries the potential for spiritual growth and salvation. Here, spirituality is intimately woven into the fabric of religious practices, rituals, and moral frameworks, providing a framework for individuals to nurture and elevate their souls in alignment with the divine. Spiritual practices as gateways to the soul. Across diverse traditions, spiritual practices serve as transformative gateways to the soul. Meditation, prayer, contemplation, and ritualistic ceremonies become conduits through which individuals intentionally engage with the transcendent. These practices are not mere rituals. They are deliberate endeavors to nourish and elevate the soul, fostering a harmonious relationship between the individual's spirituality and the condition of their eternal essence. Contemporary perspectives and psychological dimensions. In the contemporary landscape, the exploration of spirituality and the soul extends into the realm of psychology, particularly transpersonal psychology. This field delves into the dimensions of human consciousness that surpass individual ego, acknowledging the significance of spiritual experiences in shaping one's understanding of self and the world. Here, the interplay between the psychological and the spiritual becomes a focal point, emphasizing the intricate dance between the conscious mind and the eternal soul. Transformation and awakening. The essence of the connection between spirituality and the soul is perhaps most palpable in moments of transformation and spiritual awakening. Whether arising suddenly as revelations or unfolding gradually as epiphanies, these experiences serve as catalysts for profound shifts in consciousness. The transformative power of these moments reverberates through the soul, awakening a deeper understanding of purpose, a heightened sense of compassion, and an acute awareness of the interconnectedness of all existence. Consciousness as the gateway to the soul. At the heart of the connection between spirituality and the soul lies the enigma of consciousness. Consciousness, that intangible quality that allows individuals to perceive, experience, and contemplate, becomes the gateway through which the soul engages with the material and immaterial realms. It is within the realm of consciousness that the spiritual journey unfolds, as individuals seek to transcend the boundaries of the mundane and connect with the ineffable. Contemplating the nature of transcendence. Transcendence, a concept central to both spirituality and the soul, invites contemplation on the nature of that which surpasses the ordinary. Whether framed within the context of religious doctrines or explored through the lens of secular spirituality, the yearning for transcendence reflects a profound human desire to go beyond the limitations of the physical, the temporal, and the finite. It is in the pursuit of transcendence that the soul is believed to find its truest expression, reaching toward the divine or the numinous. Myth, symbolism, and archetypes. Across cultures and epochs, the connection between spirituality and the soul has been expressed through myth, symbolism, and archetypes. Mythical narratives, laden with symbolic imagery, often serve as allegorical representations of the soul's journey. Archetypes, universal symbols and motifs embedded in the collective unconscious, provide a language through which the human psyche grapples with the mysteries of existence. Whether in the form of creation myths, heroes' journeys, or symbols of resurrection, These narratives become mirrors reflecting the perennial themes of the soul's odyssey, Eastern philosophies and inner exploration. The philosophies of the East, particularly within traditions such as Buddhism and Taoism, offer unique perspectives on the connection between spirituality and the soul. In Buddhism, the concept of anatta challenges the notion of a permanent and unchanging soul, emphasizing the impermanence of all things. Instead, the focus is on the cultivation of mindfulness and awareness as a means to transcend suffering and attain enlightenment. Taoism, with its emphasis on harmony with the Tao, invites individuals to align with the natural flow of existence, recognizing the interconnectedness of all life. Western mysticism and the quest for union. Within Western mystical traditions, the connection between spirituality and the soul often takes the form of a quest for union with the divine. Whether in the writings of mystics like Meister Eckhart or the teachings of Kabbalah in Judaism, the soul's journey is portrayed as a transformative process of purification and reunion with the source of all being. The mystic's path becomes a profound exploration of the inner dimensions of consciousness, a journey toward the divine within and beyond the self. The soul's response to beauty and aesthetics. Aesthetic experiences, be they in the form of art, music, or the beauty of nature, have been regarded as profound expressions of the soul's response to the transcendent. The aesthetic dimension becomes a conduit through which the soul communicates with the ineffable, transcending the limitations of language and logic. The soul, in its encounter with beauty, is stirred to contemplation, reflection, and a sense of the sublime that resonates with the spiritual dimensions of existence. Ecopsychology and the soul's connection to nature. In the modern context, the burgeoning field of ecopsychology explores the connection between the soul and the natural world. As individuals grapple with the ecological crises of our time, there is a growing recognition of the soul's need for connection to the earth and the larger web of life. Nature becomes a sacred space, a source of rejuvenation, and a reflection of the interconnectedness that defines the soul's relationship with the cosmos. The soul's journey through suffering and transformation. Suffering, often considered an inevitable aspect of the human condition, becomes a crucible through which the soul undergoes profound transformation. The connection between spirituality and the soul is intensified in moments of adversity, where individuals grapple with existential questions and seek solace in their spiritual beliefs. The soul's journey through suffering becomes a narrative of resilience, growth, and the discovery of meaning amid the challenges of life. The role of love and compassion in soulful living. Love, in its myriad forms, emerges as a central force in the connection between spirituality and the soul. Whether expressed through compassion, altruism, or interpersonal relationships, love becomes a catalyst for soulful living. The soul's capacity to love and empathize is seen as a reflection of its divine nature, transcending individual boundaries and contributing to the interconnected tapestry of human experience. Dreams, visions, and the soul's encounter with the unconscious. The exploration of dreams and visions opens a portal to the soul's encounter with the unconscious. In the realm of the dream, symbols and archetypes become vehicles for the expression of the soul's deepest longings, fears, and aspirations. Analyzing dreams and visions becomes a psychological and spiritual practice, providing insights into the soul's journey and the hidden landscapes of the psyche. The soul's relationship to time and eternity. The soul's relationship to time, whether perceived as linear or cyclical, introduces a dimension that transcends the temporal confines of earthly existence. Concepts of eternity, immortality, and the timeless nature of the soul provoke contemplation on the soul's relationship to the vast expanse of existence. In this exploration, the soul is viewed not merely as a passenger through time, but as a timeless essence, navigating the ever-unfolding narrative of the cosmos. Meditation, mindfulness, and the inner sanctum of the soul. Practices of meditation and mindfulness serve as vehicles for individuals to delve into the inner sanctum of the soul. Whether rooted in religious traditions, secular mindfulness practices, or contemplative techniques, these modalities provide a means to quiet the mind, attune to the present moment, and connect with the deeper dimensions of consciousness. The soul's journey through stillness and introspection becomes a transformative process of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. The alchemical process of soul transformation. The ancient art of alchemy, with its symbolic language of transmutation and refinement, provides a metaphorical framework for understanding the soul's transformative journey. The alchemical process, involving stages of dissolution, purification, and integration, mirrors the soul's evolution toward higher states of consciousness. The philosopher's stone, a symbol of spiritual enlightenment, becomes emblematic of the soul's quest for self-realization and union with the divine. The soul's relationship to death and beyond. Contemplating the soul's relationship to death introduces a dimension that transcends the temporal horizon. Across various cultural and religious traditions, death is often seen not as an endpoint, but as a threshold to another phase of the soul's journey. Concepts of an afterlife, reincarnation, or the merging of the individual soul with the cosmic soul invite individuals to confront existential questions about the nature of mortality and the eternal essence within. Interconnectedness and the soul's place in the cosmos. The exploration of interconnectedness becomes a central theme in understanding the soul's place in the cosmos. Whether examined through the lens of quantum physics, ecological principles, or spiritual philosophies, the interconnected nature of all existence underscores the idea that the soul is not an isolated entity, but an integral part of the larger cosmic dance. Recognizing the interdependence of all life becomes a guiding principle for soulful living and spiritual awakening. The evolution of consciousness and the soul's unfolding narrative. The evolving narrative of the soul is intricately linked to the broader context of the evolution of consciousness. From the early stirrings of self-awareness to the complexities of modern consciousness, the soul's journey is entwined with the unfolding story of humanity. The quest for higher states of consciousness, expanded awareness, and a deeper understanding of reality becomes a shared endeavor that transcends individual journeys. Philosophical inquiry into the nature of self and soul. Philosophical inquiry into the nature of self and soul delves into the metaphysical foundations of existence. From Cartesian dualism to Eastern philosophies, notions of non-duality, the nature of selfhood, and the soul becomes a focal point for profound contemplation. The intersection of philosophy and spirituality invites individuals to question assumptions about identity, consciousness, and the ultimate nature of reality. The soul's connection to creativity and expression. The realms of creativity and expression become arenas through which the soul seeks to articulate its deepest truths. Whether through artistic endeavors, creative pursuits, or the act of self-expression, individuals tap into the wellspring of the soul's inspiration. The creative process becomes a sacred space where the soul communicates, transcending the limitations of language and logic, to convey the ineffable dimensions of the human experience. The soul's longing for meaning and purpose. At the heart of the connection between spirituality and the soul lies a profound longing for meaning and purpose. The soul, as the locus of individuality and consciousness, seeks to understand its role in the grand tapestry of existence. Questions of purpose, significance, and the search for a higher calling propel individuals on a quest that spans the spectrum of human experience, from the mundane to the extraordinary. Ethics, morality, and the soul's moral compass. The moral dimensions of the soul bring forth questions of ethics, morality, and the nature of good and evil. Across religious and philosophical traditions, the soul is often considered the seat of a moral compass that guides human behavior. The connection between spirituality and the soul is evident in the ethical frameworks that individuals adopt, shaping their choices, actions, and contributions to the collective well-being. The soul's relationship to community and collective consciousness. The soul's journey is not isolated, but woven into the fabric of collective consciousness. The connection between spirituality and the soul extends beyond individual quests to encompass communal and societal dimensions. Whether within religious congregations, philosophical communities, or the global human family, the soul's relationship to community becomes a significant aspect of its unfolding narrative. The archetypal journey of the hero's soul. The hero's journey, an archetypal narrative pattern identified by Joseph Campbell, becomes a metaphorical lens through which to explore the soul's quest for self-discovery and transformation. The hero, symbolic of the individual soul, embarks on a journey of trials, challenges, and ultimate transcendence. This archetypal narrative resonates across cultures, religions, and mythologies, offering insights into the universal nature of the soul's odyssey. The role of silence and stillness in soulful contemplation. In the cacophony of modern life, the soul seeks refuge in moments of silence and stillness. The practices of contemplation, meditation, and mindful reflection become sacred spaces where the soul can commune with the divine. The power of silence lies in its ability to strip away the noise of external distractions, allowing the soul to listen to the whispers of its innermost essence. Soulmates, relationships, and the dance of souls. The connections forged in relationships, particularly those considered soulmates, hold a unique significance in the exploration of the soul. Whether in romantic partnerships, friendships, or familial bonds, individuals experience a sense of profound connection that transcends the boundaries of ordinary relationships. The dance of souls becomes a metaphor for the intricate interplay between individual journeys, shared experiences, and the collective evolution of consciousness. The soul's relationship to joy, ecstasy, and transcendent states. The exploration of joy, ecstasy, and transcendent states of consciousness becomes a celebration of the soul's capacity for exuberant expression. Whether through ecstatic rituals, moments of blissful realization, or the pursuit of states of flow, individuals tap into the soul's inherent capacity for heightened experiences. The connection between spirituality and the soul is evident in the pursuit of joy as a spiritual practice, aligning with the belief that the soul finds its fullest expression in moments of ecstatic celebration. Architectural symbolism and sacred spaces for the soul. Architectural symbolism, embodied in sacred spaces and places of worship, becomes an external expression of the soul's quest for transcendence. Whether manifested in the grandeur of cathedrals, the serenity of meditation halls, or the simplicity of natural sanctuaries, these spaces are designed to evoke a sense of the divine. The architecture becomes a symbolic language through which the soul can engage with the sacred, inviting individuals into a contemplative space where the soul's connection to the transcendent is magnified. The soul's dance with paradox and mystery. In the exploration of spirituality and the soul, individuals encounter paradoxes and mysteries that challenge conventional understanding. The nature of paradox becomes a threshold through which the soul navigates the complexities of existence. Whether contemplating the union of opposites, the coexistence of light and shadow, or the enigma of existence itself, the soul's dance with paradox becomes an invitation to transcend linear thinking and embrace the mysteries that defy rational comprehension. The evolution of spiritual traditions and the soul's adaptation. As spiritual traditions evolve over time, the soul undergoes a process of adaptation and reinterpretation. The living nature of spirituality allows for the continual unfolding of wisdom, practices, and insights that resonate with the needs of each era. The soul, in its engagement with evolving spiritual traditions, becomes a participant in the ongoing dialogue between tradition and innovation, navigating the ever-changing landscape of human consciousness. Soulful expression through art, literature, and culture. Artistic expression, whether in the form of visual arts, literature, or cultural manifestations, becomes a canvas through which the soul communicates its deepest expressions. The works of artists, poets, and cultural creators are imbued with the soul's longing for beauty, truth, and meaning. The connection between spirituality and the soul is evident in the resonance of art that transcends temporal boundaries, speaking to the universal aspects of the human experience. The soul's encounter with the divine feminine. Exploring the soul's relationship with the divine feminine introduces a dimension that transcends gender and embraces the archetypal qualities associated with the feminine principle. Whether expressed through goddess figures in mythology, the nurturing qualities of maternal love, or the concept of Sophia in mystical traditions, the divine feminine becomes a symbolic expression of the soul's receptivity, intuition, and creative potential. The soul's journey through sound and vibrations. The exploration of sound, whether through music, chanting, or sacred vibrations, becomes a soulful journey that transcends the auditory experience. Sound, with its capacity to evoke emotions. In conclusion, the connection between spirituality and the soul is a dynamic and evolving tapestry that transcends time and cultural boundaries. It weaves through the fabric of human experience, influencing perspectives on identity, purpose, and the nature of reality. As individuals navigate their unique spiritual journeys, the interdependence between spirituality and the soul continues to shape the profound essence of what it means to be human.